We need to get to Memphis Grizzlies guard Ja Morant, who was just fined $75,000 by the league for mimicking a shooting gun with his finger. The fine comes a day after the league warned Morant and Warriors guard Buddy Hield yesterday morning about the gesture following their game Tuesday night. And so Morant did it again last night. Here's what he had to say after the game when asked about criticisms of his actions. Quote, "I'm kind of used to it. I was pretty much a villain for 2 years now. Every little thing, if somebody can say something negative about me, it's going to be out there. So yeah, I don't care no more," end quote. So the NBA responded this morning with that $75,000 fine. You got off easy. Let's get that out the way first. You got that. You got off easy, number one. Number two, Ja Morant, we need to stop. Take that footage off the camera and put me on the camera, please. Got to stop, bro. First of all, stop with all of this negativity over the last 2 years. When you got into the situation where you was caught on Instagram, waving a gun, first you got suspended for 8 games, and then after that you got suspended for 25 games. Nobody was saying anything negative about you prior to those things. In the aftermath of all of that, all anybody's been looking for is your game. You came back, you got hurt, you was out, and that's what transpired. Ja Morant is fantastic. He has superstar potential. We knew he was on his way. And then he got derailed because he got suspended and then ultimately injured. Nobody's looking to bring you down. I shouldn't say anybody because there's always haters and trolls, and the level, the society that we live in with the negativity, et cetera, it's ridiculous. But the flip side to it is that the world is in the palm of your hands. It's in your hands. The money that you're making, the money you stood to make with endorsement deals and all of that stuff, particularly after Kyrie had his troubles and Madison Avenue came in your direction. You got derailed because of that. And between the suspensions and the endorsement or lack thereof that followed, it was speculated that you would cost over $40 to $50 million. That would leave a whole bunch of people bitter. I get that part, but please understand, everybody that loves basketball should be rooting for you. For the record, Ja Morant isn't some awful dude. He's not some dude looking to start trouble. Neither is his dad. Dad's a little bit conspicuous at the games with the shades on and all that stuff. He actually happens to be a real fun-loving guy. Nobody's sitting up there rooting for you to fall on your face and fail. What we want to see is the greatness we've been seeing from you the last few games. When you dropped 36 in the loss to Steph Curry in Golden State, when he dropped 52 on you, you still had 36 that game. When you sat up there and dropped 30 last night and hit the game-winning shot, when you talking smack and you backed it up, that's what we want to see. That's all we want to see. You don't want to get in trouble because you're doing feigning gun signs and all of that. Bro, it's not worth it. You are very, very important to the league, but you don't run the league. It existed before you got here, and it's going to be here when you're gone. I'm telling you right now, I got nothing but love for Ja Morant. I wish you nothing but the best. You got to be smart. It's a business. And the reason why the NBA can be a bit invasive and a bit stringent and a bit meticulous at times is because they have to answer the advertisers and sponsors who essentially provide revenue for the league. That's why the NBA gets an 11-year, $76 billion deal. Because they acquiesce to and appease sponsors and advertisers. And that kind of thing hurts their bottom line. It's very simple. It's very simple. Don't let something this small get in the way. We know it's small. It's not a big deal, but it's a big deal to advertisers and sponsors. And as a result, it's a big deal to the brand that is the NBA, which you play, which umbrella you play under. That's all it is. That's all it is. Look at it this way, Ja. If you with your boys, they your crew, and they cost you money because they do something relatively foolish. Not necessarily harmful, not malicious, but they engage in activity that ain't smart. You gonna tell them to fix it or they gotta bounce because you ain't gonna let them hurt your bottom line. That's what the NBA is saying to you. Just know that and operate accordingly. And your career will continue to prosper and you'll be able to move on with your life and do what you do because you're that special, bro. That's all.